Hi, this is Bjorn from Brewing TV. If you're like me, you've probably fermented a fair amount of beer and wine. But there's a lot of other foods and beverages that you can ferment at home. Probably the most well-known is kombucha. Kombucha is a sweet tea. A symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast, or Scoby, ferments the sugars in that tea and creates acetic acid. The result is a tart and refreshing beverage that is well known for its probiotic benefits. Today I'd like to introduce you to the EverBru Kombucha Starter Kit. We've bundled together everything you need to make 1-gallon batches of kombucha at home. And unlike other starter kits, we've actually included the Scoby as well. At the center of the EverBru Kombucha Starter Kit is our little big mouth bubbler fermenter. Now, other starter kits often include a 1-gallon canning jar. With the little big mouth bubbler, you get a capacity of 1.75 gallons. That means you have enough room to brew a full gallon of kombucha and still have room for a healthy Scoby and growth. Kombucha requires a healthy exchange of oxygen and CO2 while it's fermenting. So instead of a traditional lid and airlock like you might see in beer or wine, the top of the fermenter is covered with a cloth and rubber band. This allows the oxygen to flow in and out. We've chosen butter muslin for this kit. Unlike cheesecloth, butter muslin has a tighter weave, which will allow that oxygen to flow through, but also keep out pests and contaminants. Making kombucha is easy. First of all, you're going to boil about 1 quart of water. Then, reduce the heat and steep the included black tea in the stainless steel tea bowl to prepare a black tea solution. Once the tea is prepared, you'll use 1 cup of the included sugar and stir until dissolved. Pretty simple, huh? Once the sweet tea is prepared, you're going to blend that into the little big mouth bubbler with 3 quarts of fresh water. The key ingredient is the Scoby. Now, the Scoby contains both yeast and bacteria. The Scoby itself is actually mostly cellulose, and the size of that really doesn't matter. What you really want is the starter liquid. The starter liquid contains most of the yeast and bacteria needed to do the fermentation, plus it's also very acidic. And when you add that to the 1 gallon of kombucha, the acidity helps protect it against contaminants in the first few days. Once you've added the Scoby and starter liquid to your kombucha, cover the fermenter with the included butter muslin and the rubber band. Kombucha needs warmer temperatures than beer or wine. You'll want to place it in a location where you can be between 70 and 80 degrees. To make that easy, we've included our Thermograph LCD thermometer that attaches right to the side of your fermenter. Now, don't expect to see a vigorous ferment like you would with beer or wine. Kombucha ferments very slowly over the course of weeks. You'll start to see the Scoby grow across the surface of the liquid, and you may actually see some CO2 bubbles form, but it does not produce a head of foam like you might see on a beer. After about 10 days, you can sample your kombucha using a spoon or a straw. The final flavor is really a matter of taste, as it'll be a blend of sweetness and tartness. The longer you let the kombucha sit, the more tart it's going to be. So when you feel it tastes the best, go ahead and bottle it. Once the kombucha reaches a flavor that you like, you can transfer it out of the little big mouth bubbler into a pitcher using the included Rack Magic mini siphon and tubing. Then you can enjoy it immediately. The other option is that you can actually bottle your kombucha, and that's where the fun really begins. You can blend it with fruits or spices and experiment to your heart's desire. The Scoby can be reused many times. As long as you leave about a cup or 2 of liquid in the jar with it, you can use it for another batch. That little layer of kombucha will actually preserve your Scoby in between batches. This was just a quick run-through of the kit, but inside we have complete instructions that'll get you going on making kombucha. Making kombucha is easy and fun. Get started making EverBru Kombucha today. Cheers! Thank you for watching Brewing TV. We've got plenty more tips and tricks where this came from. Feel free to share with your friends if you enjoyed it. Thanks again.